back to The Blend. It is a week focusing on recognizing the volunteers, donors, and beneficiaries of programs through the Salvation Army. It's their way to say thank you to all those who help.
Beautiful. Here with more is Lieutenant Joy Groenlayer. Good morning to you, Joy. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for having me here this morning.
Of course.
It's a great week. We're excited. We're celebrating the community and all the volunteers that come and help us. We're celebrating the supporters of the Salvation Army and you know, all the work that we do. We can't do it without those who assist us. So we want to just thank the community during this wonderful National Salvation Army Week this week.
And you mentioned national, also international, right?
Correct.
I mean, Salvation Army is a helping hand.
The Salvation Army is in over 120 countries. It started over 150 years ago in London, England. Last year was our 150th anniversary, so we gathered with people from all over the world and just celebrated the work of the Salvation Army. And we continue to do the wonderful work that we're called to do.
Yes.
Let's talk about some of the numbers, you know,
Yes.
both the volunteers and the impact that you have.
Last year alone, we had 2,000 volunteers in Las Vegas who assisted us, and we appreciate them. Many of them served meals to the homeless. Many of them assisted with our after-school programs, tutoring children, different programs where we helped with addictions, people providing just assistance with them, and families in need.
I actually did one of those events.
Did you?
Gift wrapping. We
Oh,
did gift wrapping.
wonderful,
An organization
yes.
I'm involved with, we did gift wrapping
Okay,
in
for
December
Christmas?
for the Christmas.
Yes, yes, providing
downtown.
gifts to the
So,
children.
yeah.
And again, that also takes an army of people to help with getting the families in. And for the past couple of years, what we've done is instead of putting gifts in a bag and giving them to the kids, we've allowed the families to come to our big little toy area, and they'll come and pick things for their children, so because they know what their children like. And so, you know, it takes an army of people to put it all out and make it so that it's you know, it runs smoothly.
But that choice, that's a huge piece.
It
Kind of
is.
have the ability to choose.
And we parents love it because they get to pick and choose what their children
Specifically
want
for
Christmas.
the kids. You mentioned parents, so those are adults. You mentioned children, disaster relief. I mean, what is the true mission of Salvation Army?
The Salvation Army, we exist to, one of our slogans is heart to God and hand to man. And so we just want to be able to make sure we provide helping hand to others in the community. You mentioned disaster services, addictions, those involved in human trafficking, victims of human trafficking, a whole scope of different people in need in our community. And so the Salvation Army works alongside other social service agencies to make sure that we can help provide the needs of the people in the community.
You mentioned sex trafficking, and you guys have a banquet coming up that's benefiting Seeds of Hope. Can
Correct.
you talk about where that inspiration came from?
Well, our advisory board, we have an amazing advisory board in this community, and they, this Friday, one of the things that we will be doing for National Salvation Army Week is we'll be having a benefit banquet at the Four Seasons Hotel, and the proceeds of that will be going towards our Seeds of Hope program, which is our human trafficking prevention program, human trafficking program to help restore the lives of the victims in human trafficking. You know, we live in the entertainment capital of the world, but unfortunately it's also a high destination point for human traffickers to, you know, to do their work here. And so, you know, we've had as many as young as 12-year-old survivors, victims that the Salvation Army has been able to assist. Over 130 women and men who've been assisted in this program.
And men.
Correct.
When you say, people oftentimes have a misconception.
Correct. Right? Well, you know, human trafficking, it's modern day slavery, and so there are men that are also involved in this, you know, social ill.
We just saw some powerful images there. How can we help?
You know, the community has been so helpful as far as volunteering at different programs. You know, of course, financial support is always wonderful. And just being a part of our work that we do. It takes an army. You know, we are the Salvation Army. We have officers that do a lot of the work. We also have employees that help to do the work, but we also, you know, count on the community, our business partners, community social service clubs, anyone, families and people who just want to give back. One of the women in our women's auxiliary, you know, when she was younger, she was poor, and her family was helped by the Salvation Army, provided Christmas gifts like you were talking about. And today, you know, she's one of the women that is a leader in our auxiliary and wants to give back because she was helped when she was younger. So
thank you so much for everything you do right here in our community and around the world. The Salvation Army's 2016 banquet is this Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's at the Four Seasons, and tickets are still available. Guess what? Good Morning Las Vegas's Beth Fisher will be the MC. Just call the number or visit the website you see right there on your screen for more.